Hello. So, it was dress rehearsal for Sister Act tonight, and NGL, I was low-key dreading it a little bit. After the shenanigans of earlier in the week, and going back on Monday night for what was to be the full tech rehearsal, with a plan to move the box where nobody could hit me with anything or I wouldn't be in anybody's way, But then it turned out that it was in front of a fire exit and so everything got moved again. But in the end, we came up with a compromise. It kind of works for everybody, I think. So we shall see. Anyway, so I left halfway through tech because I'd done everything that I needed to do. And I couldn't see any point of being there with it all stop-starting. So that was that. So tonight was dress. And I was dreading it a little bit because tech was a bit of a disaster. Couldn't hear anything. Either the mics weren't set right or whatever, all the usual things that happen in tech. And like costumes were malfunctioning left, right and centre, honest to God. Would have made Janet Jackson look like a nun. Anyway, so it went really well tonight. It went startlingly well. The first night of the show is tomorrow. Now, usually, I go to dress rehearsal and then the following night I go and see the show and then I do the show the night after. So when I'm sat in the audience, I can see things that I might have missed because I'm at the side of the stage. The right-hand side on this one. But that's not going to happen this time. So I'm just going to have to go and do the show tomorrow night, having not seen it. But yeah, it went really, really, really well tonight. The issues with people talking over the beginning of songs because they're mistiming the cues, with it being a backing track and not a band, those will persist until everyone's dying day, I am sure. But yeah, it went all right. Now, Mother Superior has COVID. Bless her. Like literally, pardon the pun, bless her. So she came in with a mask on and she went round and asked everybody if they had a problem with her taking a mask off. And of course, what are you going to say? Yes, I have a really big problem. I don't want to get COVID for the record-breaking fourth time. Thank you very much. What can you do? So, yeah. So she fluffed a few of her lines in her songs, but the girl ain't well. So, what can you do? And then in the finale number, where the nuns are all glitzed up and they charge onto the stage, one girl just went bang on the floor. That's enough of that. And she had to be taken off and attended to. And I'm right next to her. And your first instinct is to go, oh my God, are you all right? And go and help this other human being in need. But of course I couldn't because I know it was only dress rehearsal, but it was if it was the night of the show. So I just felt so useless because, I'm not a first aider. And I don't have a first aid kit on me. So it was one of those situations where you just had to let everybody else help her who was designated to help her, I think. So there you go. So yeah, it went all right. I fluffed up a few bits because of the mistimed talking bits because of the not being in sync with the backing track. And a couple of times there's these songs that sound very similar and they got the words wrong. So I'm like halfway through the line that they're singing and then they get the rest wrong. So I have kind of changed that bit. But yeah, other than that, it went a lot better than I thought it would. So it's show night tomorrow night. It is now 20 to 11, so I got home relatively early for once. And I'm going to go and have a shower now because it's very hot and sticky in there, very humid. And yeah, so I'm going to go and have a shower, maybe wash my kit for tomorrow because it's a bit scummy. And then do all this again. Now, I wasn't very happy with this tie because I've got this like little divot there, and it bothered me unduly. I don't know why, because it's not like I can look down and see it. So I'm going to have to work on tying my tie tomorrow so it's perfect. So yeah, that's where we're up to. Had a really, really good dress rehearsal. Got to go back tomorrow night for the show. And then on Friday, we start translating Elf. For such is the roller coaster. I wish I could do something about these bags under my eyes. And honestly, I had this new makeup and it made me look like an Oompa Loompa. It was so orange. So yeah, maybe tone down the bronzer tomorrow night, the contouring. Couldn't get this eye right either. Honestly, I looked like I'd slept in my makeup. So yeah, I think I was in a rush tonight. So just take a bit more time tomorrow night. And I don't have to be there as early tomorrow night because the show doesn't start till 7:30. So I'm going to have a very large drink because I'm very thirsty. I'm going to have a shower. I'm going to get a good night's rest. And then we're back tomorrow. Hooray!